Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get on today's video session. Here we go. Today's vibe is different, so listen to this. It's Punjabi style, okay? From Achanak. Here we go. If you still can't understand it, just still enjoy it. Here we go, everybody. Woo! Everybody for Panasonic and Achanak. Alright, so there you go. Some rocking on music for you guys today. So this is in conjunction with Panasonic and Achanak today. So I've selected this music today. So, you know, it's a different vibe. Okay, today we are going to be talking about why is the Panasonic SLGC10S DVD game player so expensive. This is one of them things what we're talking about. Yeah, this is it. This is very, very expensive. A lot of people can't understand why is it so expensive. The problem here is that Panasonic went over the top. Yeah, you see, Nintendo company said that we want a system that can have they wanted a system that can have a DVD player in there. But what Panasonic did, they put too much stuff in there. Far too much. If I tell you, let's not even talk about the DVD, first of all. It was more than even before the DVD. Yeah, it's more than the DVD. First, we're going to be talking about what stuff this company included in this device. Yeah? And then at the end, right at the end, I'm going to be telling you what they shouldn't put inside the system. Okay? Right. Now, upmost, Panasonic changed the color from purple to a very shiny silver color. Very, very shiny. As you can see, it just stands out. You know, when you put in your cabinets, your video cabinets, it stands out really, really well. Okay, and if I show you this, right, I don't have the actual system on me today, but one day when I get it, we will actually watch it in working, what it actually looks like. This is the thing, right? It's shiny silver. Yeah? And if we look at every games console that ever been produced, right? From the Nintendo NES, all the up to Microsoft Xbox Series X. Today's date we're talking about from 1984 or something? Nintendo NES came out, and now in 2021 we got the Microsoft Xbox Series X. You will never ever see what. So let's enjoy this sound again. Here we go. Okay, guys. Woo! Very nice, very nice. All right, sounds electronic. Anyway, so the thing is with this, right? They included a LCD display. What do you think LCD displays are for? I mean, every single DVD, Blu-ray players that have an LCD display, it gives you data information on the screen. What's happening? Of course, if you play will be written on the display. If you look on here, I don't know if it has showed it on this box. Hold on. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Have you ever seen a system saying GameCube on this? Look at this. It's crazy. GameCube, man, on the display. Whoa, world's first games console in world history. Giving you data information saying GameCube on there. Have you ever seen a system from Sega saying Sega Dreamcast? Have you ever seen a system from Sony saying Sony PlayStation 5? Have you ever seen Microsoft system saying Microsoft Xbox Series X? Oh, well, I haven't seen that. No chance. You will never ever see that on an LCD display, gentlemen. Okay? It's really, really good. The other thing about the LCD display, it gives you all the information like play, stop, rewind, skip, forward, skip, pause. It tells you all that. If you select game on the remote control, it will go into GameCube. It will say GameCube on the display, yeah? If you select DVD, it will say DVD/CD on the display, yeah. Really cool, man. What a cool feature. Really incredible feature that is. Now, below that, if you never wanted to use a DVD remote control, right, and you want to use the buttons, a lot of devices don't have that. Maybe DVD players do have that, but a games console will never have that. Below that, right, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, look carefully. Yeah, can you see that? On this line, there's DVD buttons on there. You know, for your DVDs, your audio CDs, it's all on there, man. All these buttons are on there without even picking up your remote control. You can just select it from there. You're probably thinking, can we select? Hold on. You see, there's lots of going on the front. Lots of it. You see, there's buttons right on the front as well. I tell you, there's lots on happening. Look, bones here, bones here. Can you see? Look at that. And if I can see clearly, if I can, I'll show you in blue if I can. Where is it? There it is. Hold on. About there, if you press that button, it says game. When you press game, it will take you to the GameCube mode. Yeah. Now, the one thing about this was that when you go into the GameCube mode, it makes a lot of loud noises. It's the fan. Yeah. When you get into the GameCube mode, what will happen, right? It's incredible. It's incredible. I'll tell you what will happen. When you press the GameCube game button, right, the system fan will starts spinning. It will be very noisy. You go, it starts doing that. Yeah? And you know these 4 control ports? You can see there's a light. There's LCD backlit on this display. Yeah, as soon as you press that power switch, that comes on. But some people mention that these 4 control ports, there's blue LED light around these circles. That will only happen when you press the button called game. The fan will start spinning and this blue LED light will come on. Yeah, it's like that. Whoa, let's pump up some music for that as well. Oh, come on, guys. Let's keep on listening to this. Keep on listening. Here we go. Did you hear that? More Jamani, we're getting a lot of happiness, yeah, aren't we? So here we go. So, as I said, this will light up as the game mode is selected. And yeah, I think that has never been done in a games console environment. Yeah. The other thing is that when we go to the DVD mode, yeah, that these 4 control, for number 1, the fan will turn off, and these 4 control ports, blue LED light, will turn off. It's just incredible, isn't it? Look how the stuff is done with this machine, isn't it? It's really light fantastic, man. Isn't it? Really cool. That's what the front is telling us and all that. And you got the DVD tray, front loading, which comes out in and out. 2 memory card slots. But what is this any specialty between this shiny front? Yeah? You know what that is? That whole square thing at the front. It's a mirror faceplate. Whatever you put front of it, it comes in there. It comes in that mirror faceplate. Mirror faceplate in the right and the front. It's really, really incredible. It's not only that, if you pick up the system, your face will show up in there. Yeah, it actually will show up in there. That is incredible. Okay? I mean, it's that incredible. We know this system is fully Japanese. Nintendo GameCube, Japanese games. DVD, NTS Region 2 will be Japanese DVDs as well, alright? So everything is Japanese on this. Unless you get a modded Panasonic games console. But the problem with that is, even you get it modded, the Nintendo GameCube games will work in US and Japanese games. Basically, there's a switch at the back. So if this is your machine, yeah? The switch will be over here. Up is US, down is Japanese, yeah? And that's how that works. There's another modification where you got a power switch, yeah. Which I think is this one, yeah. Power switch. If you just press it like that and let go, it'll go into a Japanese BIOS. But if you hold it for a couple of seconds, you know when it comes to that GameCube logo, it goes. You, as soon as it gets to that, let go of the power switch. Then it goes into the US BIOS. You can play English and Japanese games on the system. Yeah, it works like that. Really good. Okay. So that's kind of cleared. the front. Quite a lot of stuff in there, innit? And here, the air vent is the fan. This is what makes a noise when you play Nintendo GameCube games. And here you get a professional, they're both professional really, game controller and remote control. Very good. These are very high performance. I mean, if I'm not wrong, Panasonic made one of the best game controller ever. This one is a more flexible than the original Nintendo GameCube controller, you know. It's made from the original Nintendo GameCube controller, but Panasonic actually improved it, made it even better than what it was originally, and this one is in grey color now. It's in grey. Very nice. What about the remote control? Is that special? Yes. Panasonic company has made the DVD remote like a proper, you know, the DVD players we own, as good as that. Yeah? So let's enjoy some more music. Here we go. Woo! You're the man! Come on, guys! If you're going to start Punjabi, you should know what he's on about. Woo! Alright, everybody, yeah? Okay, I hope you like that music. So anyway, the other thing is that the back of this system, which they haven't actually showed you. I don't know why they didn't show the back of the system on the box. It's a bit unfortunate, really, isn't it? Okay. Let me just see if the manual shows you the back. Okay, let me just search on that. Because I've got the original manual in this box. Let me just check if there's... I'm sure there must be a diagram in this manual where it shows you the back part. This is the Panasonic manual, the games console, yeah. This is a made in Japan system, by the way. It's proper Japanese. Okay. Let's not waste too much time on that. Let me just search for that for you guys. Right. I don't know if they actually made it the right way. Let me think. Yeah. There's a diagram. Let's look at this diagram. I don't know if this is clear to you. Here, you got phono sockets. Yeah, right at the top. Here you can put double phono sockets in there. You know the two colors you get? There's two at the top. Look very carefully. Where are we? Look here. Two can go there. Two goes underneath. Look at that. This is incredible. He's gave you two sets that you can put in there. So what can that actually mean? Alright. Let's make that straight. If we got two at the top, that means that's for two speakers, you know. You see one color, if there's one to the left, that'll be for the left speaker. If there's one to the right, it will be the right speaker, yeah? Then if you got one below, same again, left speaker, right speaker. That means if we got 4 of these, we've got 4 speakers. We can use 4 speakers on this. Basically, I haven't mentioned this to you. This is a 5.1 sound. 5.1 sound. But when Sony and Microsoft released their consoles at the same time, they used a thing called DTS to bring 5.1. But this system can do it without that. It doesn't need that. Keep on listening anyway. So that's the phono sockets. Yeah. Here, look here now. That. There's a socket there. Do you know what that's for? That's for subwoofer. That's for your subwoofer. Okay? So that will give you another one. So you already got 4 speakers. The 5th one will be a subwoofer. Okay? Which is really, really good. And then, which you really don't get, right down here, you got S video. You can also connect this system with S video. Okay? I've never tried S video for a very long time. Don't know what that signal output can be like. And then the next to that, right about here, is a composite for video. Yeah? You can use that as well, which is really cool. The top phono sockets are always going to be for the speakers, isn't it? But one of them is for video. Alright? I don't know if the diagram actually shows you that. It might be that. I really can't see that properly. I think that part around down here is a DTS. Yeah? If your receiver's got a DTS, you can get full 5.1 out of this system with a DTS as well. Yeah? Yeah, maybe I said something wrong there. Because if we got 4 phono sockets, that'd be 4 speakers, wouldn't it? Then you'll get something like 4.1. Because like, if you got 4 phono sockets, that'd be 4 speakers. But if you got subwoofer, but that's a subwoofer, isn't it, really, isn't it? That's not a speaker, is it? That's a subwoofer. So that would kind of be like 4.1. But with the DTS, it'll be a 5.1. Really good. And then finally, digital AV out, which we already talked about quite a lot. This system, you can use an original Nintendo GameCube audio video cable. Okay, which is called a digital AV out. That's what they used to call it. And down here is the power lead. Yeah, it goes in there. If you look very clearly, more clearly, look. AC, which this is an AC cable, by the way. Yeah, it's AC cable. You can plug that in Japan straight away. See, no problem. It's AC is 100 volts. And here it gives you 50/60 hertz. Right. Really good. Can show you clearly if I can. Can you see now? Next is hertz, can you? Look, 50. And on this side, the professional remote control is there as well. I'll show you that as well. There you go. So all that incredible features. Let's play some music. Okay, so check that out. Yeah. So everything has been all included in my discussion today. And now it shows you fully what this system's all about. Now, the final part. What did actually Nintendo really wanted from Panasonic? Yeah? Did Nintendo wanted all this? Do you guys know this? Did Nintendo wanted all this? Of course not. If you look at the original articles, what was going between Panasonic and Nintendo, and the Nintendo talk was going with Panasonic, it was that Nintendo just wanted a DVD player in there. Yeah? Just a DVD player. But what Panasonic did, he put too much stuff in there. Oh, sorry about that. The problem is, what Panasonic should have really done, yeah, in my point, yeah, you know this LCD display, first of all, you know this shiny color, it shouldn't be there, yeah. I think instead of having purple color, we could have it back in black, yeah. Makes it cheaper, and that LCD display costs a lot of money. It does, you know. It's expensive putting one of these LCD display. And then below here, he used buttons for DVD. No for this, no for this, and no for having silver color. Yeah? And what about these buttons? On the left, no for this. What about the buttons on the right? No for this. What about these 4 control ports? But Nintendo GameCube originally have them. So we need that in it. You can have them, but without the blue LED light. Yeah. The blue LED light should be removed as well. Because which console really has, right? Really has blue LED light. No system really has that. Really, to be honest. Because a lot of companies know it's going to be too expensive. That's why they didn't do all these things. The Panasonic deliberately did all that to make the most amazing system for a games console. That's what he did. But doing all that made it quite expensive. Not only that, he put a mirror faceplate. A mirror faceplate where you can see the stuff inside it and you can see your own face in there. You don't want that as well. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. Now, the other big problem is when you make the back part of any system, yeah, you got ports. Yeah. If you keep on putting more ports, more money will be involved. All right. So if you look at this, check this out. He put the first two phono sockets for the first two speakers. There's money involved for that. Then he put the second layer phono sockets for the next two speakers. There's money involved in that. Crazy, isn't it? Then below that, he put a subwoofer port. Money involved in that. Then below that, to the left side, he put a S video. There's money involved in that. Then to the right of that S video, there was a composite for video. There's money involved in that. Then you got DTS. Should the DTS really should be there? Yes, it should be there. It's good for televisions. Any television's got DTS can bring you sound. It can bring you sound. And it's good for AV receivers. If you got 5.1 AV receiver, you get cinema 5 subwoofer sound out of it. Yeah. What about digital AV out? That should stay there because the Nintendo GameCube originally have that. That's really good because originally Nintendo GameCube, right, cable had composite phono sockets. You can either just plug them in your television or you can plug them through a SCART where you can have these phono sockets inside the, the phono sockets on the SCART and plug that SCART into the back of the television. You can even get the sound and video like that out of it. Cool. So the back part, I would say the phono sockets at the top and below it for the 4 speakers should be removed. Subwoofer socket should be removed. S video socket should be removed. Composite video socket should be removed. DTS socket should remain. Yeah. Digital AV out port should remain. And of course, for power, you need to have the AC port in there. And if they did that, the system would have been really cheap. Very cheap. The price of the system was too expensive, man. £499.99. Too much. Originally, Nintendo GameCube cost £129. And then gradually it dropped down to £80. We know that. But we got to look at when it was released, even in the UK, it was under £29. Because we're going to look at a launch date today, not as a later time. So if the Nintendo GameCube was £129, even in that time, roughly, you can get a DVD player for £100. Yeah, £100. So how much is that? Literally. That will be, let me just get my calculator out. That will be roughly, well, roughly, not roughly, I'm going to give you that exact price. Nintendo GameCube was £129 plus 100 for a DVD player. That comes to £229. What was Panasonic thinking of? Well, yeah, how much this system was when Panasonic released it? £499.99. Oh, blimey. Give me strength. Why would any Nintendo fan spend £500 on a system? Seriously. And that's why many people didn't want to buy it. I do feel that for Nintendo fans. Panasonic is cheating on them. It's a big cheat. I'm sorry. Sorry to insult Panasonic, but why would Panasonic do such a dramatic, silly thing like that? I mean, you're being really horrible, nasty to Nintendo fans. Nintendo fans want a multimedia system, and you go and put so much stuff on the front and at the back just to make it really advanced capabilities for DVD. Man, it doesn't work like that, man. If you look at Sony, Microsoft, how they did it, they didn't do anything. Was Panasonic idea bad? Was it a bad idea? Am I saying that it's not right? No, I'm not saying that. What it is, I tell you right now, the way Panasonic made this system is the most amazing system to date ever developed. But you have to look at if the consumers and customers will pay for that kind of price. Yeah? Because like it's gonna be too much money for the customers, isn't it, really? They're not gonna buy it, are they, if you're gonna put a price tag like that? You gotta think about selling this to the customers. I do say this Panasonic DVD game player is one of the best systems ever made. Yeah, it is actually. Every person who owns this thing is very proud of it when they own it. But the way Panasonic brought it to the public, it was very expensive indeed. But after that, if people still want to buy this thing, they can still buy it, but you will be spending heavy prices on it. If you want this very attractive multimedia and gaming thing out of it, then you need to spend that price tag out of it. You have to pay for it. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here today. So this has given you a lot of information, detailed information. Now you got the full information right in front of you. So there you have it. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.